Hey, Durag Wisdom here, and we're starting the second month now of the birther bastard. I'm calling him now Birther Trumputin. So from now on, when you hear me say Birther Trumputin, you know who I'm talking about. The birther bastard, Donnie Trump. But today I want to talk a little bit to you about globalism. Globalism. Now, I hate globalism. Now, I may have the wrong definition of what globalism is, but for me, globalism means that the United States of America gets to spread its crazy fast food culture all over the planet. Now, don't get me wrong. I've grown up in this country. I love this country. I pay taxes. I'm proud to pay taxes. They want to raise my taxes to help people live better lives and, send kids to school, health care, everything. I'm all for it. This is a unique country. This has a 3-branch government. This is a country that's going to be very difficult for a totalitarian fascist like the Trumputin to destroy, but he will try. But he constantly yells and screams about something called globalism. And for me, let me tell you what it means to me. When I was younger, 24, I decided that I had to leave California because that was a dead end for me. I mean, I love the state, but Los Angeles, I couldn't tolerate it anymore. So I got on a bus, just like Joe Buck in Midnight Cowboy, and went all the way across country. It was like an experience that you would never forget. And the Greyhound bus goes 24 hours a day, just change bus drivers. And these creeps, when they pull into these restaurants and stuff, they always expect you to pay to take a crap or a piss or something, right? I used to sneak underneath or above it. They used to put sharp edges so you would cut your ass trying to climb over. But the one thing I noticed about when we traveled in the rest stops, all of the rest stops were all independently owned, mom and pops. I mean, when you're driving across country or you're on a state highway and you go into a rest stop, in the old days, those rest stops were mom and pops. Now, when you travel across country and you go into a rest stop, it's owned by all the fast food shitheads. It's like every place you go in this country, they have the exact same mother effing stores all over the place. I mean, are we so afraid that we can't travel someplace and see something different? I mean, I couldn't stand the fact when I was in Puerto Rico, I saw American stores there. What the hell? When I was in Martinique, McDonald's? I mean, what the hell is that about? I mean, if I go to another country, I want to stay with the locals. I want to stay in a hotel that's locally run. I don't want to go to a country, say, like Jamaica, which I love Jamaica, but they treat the people there, the people who live there, the locals who live there like shit. And, they bring in the tourists, and they make these people want to get a job. They work for slave wages at these hotels. You go out around the country, and you see the way people have to live. It makes me ashamed. Why should I go visit a country where they treat their own people like shit? Globalization. I want to go. I want to explore. Another thing that compelled me to go across country was, to see things different. To go to places where there are different accents, different customs, different ideas, different places of business. I mean, the first time I saw The Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1956, and then later on the 2 remakes, which are also good, one of the things I drew out of that is this idea of conformity and uniformity. Make everything just engineered. Let's make the entire planet like a Disneyland or a theme park. A theme park where you suffer because they don't give you stuff, transportation for free or education for free, whatever. I mean, well, yeah, we get free education, but the fact that is the taxpayers in a theme park don't have to worry so much. So I got here to New York in 1974, and boy, let me tell you something. I came in, it was the Port Authority bus terminal, Times Square, 42nd Street, the most sleazy, unpredictable, could be dangerous, but beautiful, unique, different. I mean, when I first saw 42nd Street between 7th Broadway and 8th, with all those movie theaters lined up back and forth all across, all those 24-hour-a-day movie theaters, it was like, geez, I'm right in the middle of a Taxi Driver or Midnight Cowboy or Sweet Smell of Success. This is the city, and the characters are all over. Not like today where they're put into little pens. This is the character pen. This is the tourist place. Cities all over the world are trying to make it so safe for the goddamn tourists that forget the locals don't exist anymore. Man, what a place Times Square was. And as I said, characters all over the place. A city of all these great ethnic, unique neighborhoods. And now they're trying to homogenize the entire city, turn it into Disneyland without the benefits. Phony. When I go to Times Square now, I make a spectacle of myself. I start my own individual protest. I yell, "Bring back the sleaze!" They got the multiplex theaters there now. They took that strip between Broadway and 7th and 8th, they took that strip, they turned it into shit, into uniformity shit, into pod people shit. And that's going on all over this country, every place you go. Go to this state, this city, that state. Don't worry, you'll have the exact same businesses and fast food junk places to eat at. That's okay. The whole world has to be exactly the same. A giant motherfucking shopping mall. Except we don't have the dead people trying to come in to eat us. Now, when these people speak about globalism and Trump and the trade deals, let me tell you something, folks. The world has gotten smaller in terms of people. People-wise. What I mean by that is the technology has allowed us all to be closer together. Distances through technology, the cyberspace, it's like we're there. It's like I'm in Sweden. It's like I'm in Australia. It's like I'm in England. I'm in Eretz Yisrael. I'm in Scotland. I mentioned Australia. We're so close. And I wish that these countries were allowed to keep their uniqueness, what makes them special. I don't want to visit the same country all over the planet, whether it's England, America, whatever it is. I want a multi-country, a multicultural experience in this world. We're never going to get rid of globalism, folks, and Donnie Trump is never going to get rid of globalism, because Donnie Trump, the birther Trump Putin, is taking full advantage of globalism by having his goddamn hotels as many places as he can. And if you think he doesn't wear clothes made all over the world, you're a fool. Globalism is with us, whether we like it or not. And it's up to us to try to bring out the individuality, to fight for the individuality of each nation. We're not going to get rid of globalism, but the way to fight it is we need a global union. And that's why I'm calling for the revival of the international workers of the world, the Wobblies, an international union for all workers. Because if we're stuck with globalism, if that's the way it's going to be, then the workers have to protect themselves by creating an international union for all workers. That way, they want to outsource, they want to have trade deals. All of it will benefit all of us because they won't be able to screw the workers if we're all unionized. And we have to be unionized if you're a worker. Because we're in a time now where the fascist capitalists like Trump and Putin, these totalitarians, want to destroy us. They want to take away everything, all our human rights. We could have a unique world, folks. A humane world. A global world of unique places if we respect them. And we respect the people that live in these countries. And we respect the workers of the world. And recognize that the Trumps, the lying Trump Putins, are the greatest global hypocrites of them all. And their globalism is a destructive one.